Hello, all. So, got a new story today. Let's see what's going on. Oh, God, I'm already exhausted just looking at it. Demi Lovato says being non binary is exhausting. I bet. Because she has to deal with things like having to access the women's bathroom, even though I don't completely identify with it. What is wrong with these people? Why do you need to identify with a fucking bathroom? Not only a bathroom, a public bathroom. If you want to put up a non binary sign, put it up in your own home. Other people's bathrooms, you comply by their rules. What is wrong with you? The world doesn't revolve around your idiotic ideas. Anyways, there's Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato said it's exhausting to identify as non-binary in a new interview. Well, then stop doing it. Having to access the women's bathroom, even though I don't completely identify with it, doesn't make sense, she said. Why doesn't it make sense? You're going to sit down and pee, aren't you? You're going to use the urinals in the men's room? Hopefully, with time, there will be more options, she said. She added. In other people's establishments? How much space do you think people have for bathrooms? Demi Lovato said she found it difficult to live with they, them pronouns. Then stop. You put yourself in that situation. And struggle as a gender non binary person with having to use women's restrooms. Lovato spoke to GQ Hype Spain. None of that sounds good. Recently, about her decision to reintroduce she, her pronouns in addition to they, them pronouns, and how exhausting it's been to live in a world with so few gender-neutral public spaces. What is wrong with you? This has to be a mental health issue. These people need therapy. I constantly had to educate people and explain why I identify with those pronouns. It's absolutely exhausting. Obviously, because it's stupid. People are probably looking at you like you're stupid. And that's got to take toll on your ego. Because you wanted to do it for the attention. And then you realize, oh, people don't give a shit. And I have to keep explaining every time because they just keep going back to what makes sense to them. It's like it doesn't matter what you identify as. How do you navigate the world? You're going to be doing this, then walk down this lane. You're going to be doing that, walk down this lane. The human experience is pretty similar, regardless of how you identify. So you do the thing that makes sense. It doesn't matter how you identify. If it makes you feel good, go ahead. Do what you need. I have no problem with people identifying however the hell they want. It just don't make things more difficult than it needs to be, because at the end of the day, it only hurts you. It makes your ability to socialize with other people more difficult than it needs to be. You're already at a deficit just being different. Now it's even harder for you to connect with most people, which leaves you isolated. That's why a lot of these people are just depressed. Like you can't keep doing this to yourselves. Like this got to be self-harm. I just got tired, but for that very reason, I know that it is important to continue spreading the word. I face this every day, for example, in public toilets. That's the only example you have. Having to access the women's bathroom, even though I don't completely identify with it, she continued, I would feel more comfortable in genderless bathroom. I doubt it. I doubt it. Not with the people that are going to be going in there. Or it also happens when filling out forms, such as government documents. How often does this happen to you, sweetheart? How often you fill out the government document? Oh, you don't like doing your taxes, I guess. then get somebody else to do it for you. Or any other where you have to specify your gender. Oh God, that must be so hard for you. Other people have real problems you have to deal with. Writing something you don't feel like. I have to write African American. Never been to Africa. I'm not an African national. Hmm? You only have two options, male and female. And I feel like none of that makes sense to me. Why? The options are about body parts. You got the parts? Why doesn't it make sense? Who's this? Who's this weirdo? Laura. I worked out like Beyonce for a week. I fell on my face, almost threw up, and have never felt more sore in my life. Is this comedy? Is this female comedy? It's hilarious. The Cool for the Summer singer went on to say that living in a world in which the male-female binary is the default simply doesn't resonate with her. I see myself conditioned to choose woman because there are no more options. Well, you could choose man. You could choose non-binary. You could write it in. I think this has to change. Why? Why? The gender stuff is just for like surveys and shit. Do you really want to be tracked that badly? Do you really want the government to know who you are and what you feel that badly? Why not just lie to them? Hopefully, with time, there will be more options. There will be. It just cost us more paper. Lovato initially came out as non-binary and changed her pronouns to they, them in May. Well, today is a day. Yeah, that's why it's called today. I'm so happy to share more of my life with you all. I'm proud to let you know that I identify as non-binary and I will officially be changing my pronouns to they, them moving forward, she wrote on Instagram. Whoever follows her on Instagram have nothing better to do with their lives. She added, this has come after a lot of healing and self-reflective work. Wasn't she a drug addict? Anyways, I'm still learning and coming into myself. Well, that's probably why you identify as non-binary, because that's not how you're supposed to happen. And I don't claim to be an expert or a spokesperson. And seems like you're trying to be that. Sharing this with you now opens another level of vulnerability for me. Does it? I don't feel like I know you better. In August 2022, Lovato said she'd readopted she, her pronouns because she realized it was just stupid. Because she'd been feeling more feminine. You're an idiot. You've proven yourself to be mentally deficient. And I have lost all respect for you as a person. Yeah, so they, them is, yep, dumbass. I've actually adopted the pronouns of she, her again. Well said. She told Spout podcast host Tamara Dia, I think what's important is nobody's perfect. Why is that important? Nobody's claimed to be perfect, and if they do, people look at them crazy. Everyone messes up pronouns at some point. Yeah? What's your point? Dudes with long hair get called woman all the time until they turn around. I don't think they going out there saying, "Oh, I don't like this. Use my proper pronoun," or anything like that. Especially when people are learning. It's just all about respect. I don't respect you. Despite the difficulty she faced, Lovato says she believes she made the right decision to go public. No, you didn't. You look like a fool. It will be worth it as long as there are people who tell me that I am an inspiration. God damn it. I knew it was about her ego. You you're a disgusting individual. Or that I have helped them learn more about themselves and feel more comfortable in their skin, she told GQ Spain. That is most significant thing for me. As long as people praise me, all hail Demi Lovato. Anyways, till next time.